Alright everyone, the DNC got ratioed the other day on a tweet that they made about Trump's Mount Rushmore celebration. See, on the 4th of July, Trump is going to have a big-ass fireworks speech. Like, there'll be fireworks, it'll be like a big-ass rally at Mount Rushmore with, who knows how many people in attendance. By the way, the left is actively trying to disrupt this. They know that the optics will be very good. Trump in front of Mount Rushmore, soaring patriotic speech, 4th of July, and typically is going to favor the Republican at this point. And they made a tweet about it, and they said that Trump was engaging in white supremacy. And apparently what happened is some Native American groups, we're using quotations there because that's a meaningless statement, bitched about it. They're like, well, he's celebrating these white dudes up here on what is our land, and stuff like that, which is, not the case. And supposedly this is a symbol of his deep-seated hatred of Native Americans and his horrible bigotry. And it's like, yes, Abraham Lincoln, the incredible racist, the great racist enabler, Abraham Lincoln, stuff like that. He should probably talk about, he should invoke BLM actually and then give a speech about Abe Lincoln just to piss these people off more because they won't be able to label it bigoted. That would be very funny actually. But they got massively ratioed on their tweet, and then they deleted it. They deleted it because it sucked, and they shouldn't have made it. The DNC hates the 4th of July. The DNC more it's because of the optics being so positive for Trump. Again, very patriotic monument, these 4 presidents, these great men, the emancipator, the fathers of our country, Teddy Roosevelt, Panama Canal, stuff like that. Fireworks and apple pie and all this other stuff, and the optics heavily favor Trump in this sense. The Democrats are not known for their great love of patriotism or things that make loud noises, you may have noticed, except for bullhorns. They like those. But they shouldn't have made the tweet. They got massively ratioed, which is always hysterical. And now people are laughing about it. It's what worse optics can you have than a few days before the 4th of July talking about how a fucking fireworks celebration at Mount Rushmore is somehow celebrating white supremacy? George Washington was just a sign of the times sort of dude. He didn't have any particularly out there beliefs for his era. Jefferson was a progressive. Jefferson's own private statements with regards to race and things are forward-looking for the most part. And he was also prolifically boffing one or more of his slaves as well, to the point where a significant proportion of the black population is distantly related to Thomas Jefferson. Did you know that, by the way? And Abe Lincoln, he needs no introduction on the mob bigotry and white supremacy thing. Yeah, again, the most popular U.S. president, somewhat undeservedly, very, very racist man. Very racist man ending slavery in the South. Extreme racism. And then TDR, I know they're trying to deplatform him from history because he happens to have been an upstanding person. But he had nothing to do with slavery or anything like that, and primarily just wanted to walk around the Amazon all the time and died of malaria, if I remember correctly. That's the sort of person he was. And it's interesting. I know that the political cartoons, I'm sure, from the left will be something like, they'll have a picture of a fat, extremely orange Trump in front of Mount Rushmore, and then they'll have the dudes up there holding their nose or something like that. I can already see the political cartoons now, but the optics will favor him. And keep in mind, the in-person attendance probably will be lower than most rallies have been. Meanwhile, online, millions more people will be watching him because of the digital nature of this campaign. It's actually fun. He shouldn't even bother to hold physical rallies for the most part. He should hold online rallies. They should do something like that. I guess the DNC, the Democratic Convention is going to be largely digital too. That way the disgruntled Bernie fans can't show up and burn Milwaukee to the ground because there'll be nothing to burn. That's literally why they're doing it, by the way. Yeah, the Bernie fans are doing exactly what they promised that they would do. So the DNC doesn't like the 4th of July. I'm not surprised, though. It's a celebration of American independence. It's a celebration of American exceptionalism, of the idea of individual agency. And also it celebrates people who took up arms against their own government with military weapons. This makes the left very uncomfortable to think about. Because there are parallels with groups today that in some cases are a little bit politically wacky, but there are some similarities. People that are getting tired of the far left status quo, which is basically what we've slipped into. Certain groups that if they did what people were doing at Chaz would be declared domestic terrorists by the same people promoting Chaz, I would point out. And by the way, I mean, this is the sort of view publicly on the front end that most of the Democrats have in private. Like, I know Biden's not a patriotic guy. He's a multinationalist. He's a globalist. He believes in world supremacy to the exclusion of all individual agency, and wants people to he wants the world to basically run like China. Supreme government authority, a lot of bureaucratic nonsense, exceptional free market capabilities as long as you don't rock the political boat. That's basically what these people want. They don't want an American exceptionalism. They're like Obama. He made the basic case that was made by the Obamaite neoliberals is that the United States should no longer be the main power in the world. That the U.S. should bow gracefully with a solemn smile and step back on the stage of history so that somebody else can have a turn at the helm. That's basically what the Obama neoliberals have wanted. As part of globalism, it would be inevitable. This is what Trump himself, with his populism, fights against, and this is why he is hated by these people. That's about all. Peace out.